What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to check out one of my tips going into the next event for Pokemon Go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how did you guys do on your shiny hunt for the Valentine's Day event? Did you get a shiny Chansey, Happiny? Have you run across a Love Disc, or did you get a shiny Lickitung? Because there's a ton of shiny potentials out there, so let me know in the comments below, how did you guys do? I definitely want to hear how you guys are all doing. And today we are going to go over a short, quick video to make sure you guys have some future sight again into the events that are coming up, so we can make sure to save what we need to save and get the best benefit out of what we have in our bags right now. Starting off on Friday, we are going to have a couple things going on. So some of you guys may have friends that have gotten 2 or 3 Chansey shinies, or even a Happiny double shiny, or anything like that, and somebody may be like, have one reserve and save it for me to get as a trade, a special trade, right, for that day. What I would suggest is not doing it right now. Anything that you have shiny-wise that you may be considering trading with anybody, save that, because on Friday, March 21st, all the way until the 24th, similar event structure to what's going on now, we are going to have the Friends Fest, which is going to include half Stardust trades. So if you're looking to trade a shiny that you do not have with a best friend, I always suggest doing a lucky trade unless it's for 2 different purposes. If you're trying to make it stats dip for PvP, or number 2, you just want it and you're not lucky friends and you're impatient, which is not the best case scenario, or it's not really relevant and it doesn't really matter if it's a lucky trade or not because you don't plan on powering it up or anything like that. If that's the case, go ahead and do it. But for me personally, if I'm gonna spend Stardust on something, I want it to be impactful. So I always suggest doing lucky trades for shinies that you don't have if you plan to power it up or do anything with it at some point, unless you're using it for PvP and you're hoping, which is a pretty vast hope, that this shiny dips down into PvP stats, which can happen, but it's definitely a high possibility that it's not going to. So any shiny that you are looking to trade right now, maybe from this event, maybe you did the Lickitung raids, you didn't get a shiny, make sure to put your hold on because half Stardust trades are coming up. So you're going to be able to get these shinies for half the Stardust as you would if you traded them right now. So it's only a few days away, so make sure to pump your brakes on those trades.
I just wanted to go over you guys checking out some of the Stardust discounts that are possible. So I obviously only recommend doing this when you're increased in friendship. At Ultra Friends probably would be my minimum recommendation for you guys. But just to check this out, we're definitely going to go over it in my top tips video, but I want to give you the foreshadow as we always talk about. So for good friends, if you're going to trade a Pokemon that you do not have already. So if you already have the shiny and you just trade it as a shiny, it's just counted as a regular trade. But if this is going to be a new legendary that is not in your Pokédex, or a new shiny that's not in your Pokédex, or the combination new shiny and legendary, all of them are going to go for this increased premium Stardust. For new friends during the Stardust discount event, it's going to be 500,000 Stardust. For great friends, normally it's 800,000 Stardust. For the half, it's going to be 400,000. So both of those are quite ludicrous in my opinion. So I would definitely not suggest wasting 500 and 400,000 Stardust. I could think of plenty other areas of gameplay that we could utilize those Stardusts. For the Ultra Friends, it is going to go from 80,000 down to 40,000. So in my opinion, you know, like 40,000 is still a decent amount, but it's still a big cut down. Definitely something that you may consider if you're really after a shiny or a legendary, or a shiny legendary that you didn't get and you can't get at the current moment. Take into account that a lot of these Pokemon will come back at some point, and also you may have the opportunity to get the shiny in the wild as well at some point. So don't give up hope. I know sometimes I've been like, man, I didn't get the shiny Baniri. I tried so hard, and then I went to the Montreal Safari Zone and I was able to get it during that event, right? Same with the shiny Alolan Pokemon that are usually just in 7-kilometer eggs at GoFest. In Chicago, they started them, they went shiny, and then in Japan, they were shiny and they were spawning pretty prevalent. So there's always the possibility, even the Riolu, I think at some point may come somewhere that may be more easily accessible. It's just like that upfront kind of like lack feeling. And then finally, we are going to check out the Best Friends, which is a great bump down from 40,000 to 20,000. So obviously, like if you guys really wanted a shiny that you're like, I just have to have it, this would be the great time to do it, because why not, right? Like this is the absolute best time to do it. So I highly suggest you guys take this into account.
And then we're gonna address topic number 2, which is my favorite thing, because I'm all about maximizing everything we possibly can. And that's why you guys are here as well, because you enjoy this as well. So In this event, we also have 2x trade candy, which means anything rare that you have in your bag. I'm going to give you guys a couple suggestions to make sure that you are looking in the right direction. You're gonna get the double trade candy. So anything, if you're just doing under 10 kilometers, instead of getting 1 candy, you're gonna get 2 candies. If you're doing over 10 kilometers all the way until 99.9 kilometers, you're going to get 4 candies instead of 2 candies. And then if it's over 100 kilometers, in the most ideal situation, you are going to be getting 6 candies instead of 3 candies. So things like Chansey and the Happinies, those Pokemon are definitely rare. Happiny is a little bit more common, but Chansey is ultra rare. So save all the Chanseys. Hopefully you guys have been getting after the research tasks, trying to encounter a shiny, because these Chanseys are gonna be worth a lot. And plus, they're amazing gym defenders. They're really tanky. They're not fun to fight. So putting them in mass quantity trades back to back, getting 6 candies for over 100 kilometers, and then potentially getting some luckies that you can power up and drop in gyms, great thing to do. So that's awesome. Looking backwards, hopefully you guys didn't trade away or transfer all your Riolus, because you can now hopefully trade them. And since they came from 7-kilometer eggs, there's a high chance that you're opening a gift from somewhere outside of your town and you're able to get it over 100 kilometers a lot easier. Trade it. If you caught any Gibbles in the wild, obviously Gibbles are high possibilities for lucky trades. People really want lucky Gibbles. So I would save the high ones, but if you have plenty of them, you can definitely trade these as well. And if you want to clean out bag space, because we have the Rhyhorn commute today, which we're gonna go over the top tips coming up tomorrow, which you're gonna need bag space for. Then we have the Safari Zone coming up in the near future. We have a lot of things that we're gonna need bag space for. So saving specific ones for lucky trades for people is a good idea. And then getting some candy for others is also a good idea. So maybe save a couple Riolus, but then trade away the rest, get the candy and clean out your bag. Maybe some will dip down into some PvP stats so you guys can utilize those Riolus and the Lucarios in specific in the Ultra or the Great League as well.
And the last thing I want to make you guys aware of is that the Pokemon Go Day Celebration event is going to start from February 25th at 1 p.m. and go all the way until March 2nd. So this event is going to be running for approximately a week, and the reason why I'm making you guys aware of this is because we are going to have a bonus that's going to allow us to do 2 special trades per day. So I know some of you guys are thinking like, okay, well, how is that relevant to this? So what I would suggest doing here is that utilizing this event coming up this weekend for all of the Pokemon that, like I said, that are going to be rare, that you don't have, like a shiny or a legendary, that's going to cost you an extra amount of Stardust because it's going to be a special trade. The other thing that you would do for this future coming event is use your special trades for all of the lucky friends that you have. So anything that is a trade that you already have, such as maybe like a Dialga that you just want to swap to try to get a good one, or if you both wanted to swap shiny Raikos, you can go ahead and do that as well. So anything that you would be trading that you normally already have, that you're going to think to do luckies just to try to reroll the IVs and power it up with less Stardust, this event would be the best for that, so that you guys can help maximize and everything you can based on these 2 different events.
So I hope that you guys take this into account. I hope that you guys are out there grinding, hopefully getting more shinies today, because we're going all the way to 10 if we're in the US region for you guys. So make sure to maximize everything you possibly can and save up your Pokemon to get the trade candy, and save up your Pokemon to trade that maybe you were doing a trade that's going to be a special trade for a legendary or a shiny that would normally cost you 40,000 Stardust as a best friend, and then do it for the 20,000 with the half Stardust. And even better, if you have a bunch of lucky friends from the Lucky Friend Fest that we had not too long ago, you can go ahead and max out on this, because this is a great time to do so. So for any shiny that you are looking to get, make sure to save it. Make sure to save any Pokemon and hopefully find somebody that's over 100 kilometers, max out on that trade candy, and hopefully you get some luckies in the meantime. So I appreciate all you guys, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, and everybody who takes their subscriptions in every single facet to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.